It's the largest pet adoption drive in the universe. IAMs home for the holidays. It's great because they adopt out, well, we're talking about millions, literally millions of dogs and cats over the time they've done this, since 1999, and there are sadly still lots and lots of dogs and cats available for adoption. We're at the Anti-Cruelty Society in Chicago, where you can go in and you can adopt dogs just like these. Now, here's the question: how do you choose the right dog for you? Karen Okura is the manager of behavior and training at the Anti-Cruelty Society in Chicago. Karen, you have what seems to be a moderately calm little puppy in your hands. So people come in and they think, well, this is a calm puppy. Well, if they only knew what this puppy really is about.
Yeah. What people don't know is this puppy was just fed a few hours ago. He's been out running around and he's pooped. It's the end of the day and he's tired.
So tell us what this dog probably is.
He's probably a Border Collie mix, which means he's going to be very, very active.
Very, very,
Yes.
very active.
They're popular because they're known for their intelligence. However, most people don't keep up with that intelligence.
And how important is it to choose the right dog to match you, to match your lifestyle?
I think it's a matter of sometimes the dog's life or death. If a dog goes to the wrong home and something bad happens, a lot of times the dog is the one who pays for it.
On the other hand, if you make the right choice,
You have a friend for the rest of the dog's life.
and I have in my hands what seems to be a moderately calm, very, yes, I know, a really sweet suck-up of a dog.
Yes, yeah. She's lovely. She has been adopted, and we don't have too many problems with her. She's a nice dog. The concern with her would be very small children. Because she's a small dog, she always will be a small dog, that, you know, kids who get rough, you know, she could be in trouble.
So if you have very young kids in the house, maybe not a great idea for you. On the other hand, if you're a senior citizen, maybe a puppy isn't a good idea. And maybe this dog, which is an adult dog actually, might be a really good idea.
Could be an excellent choice. She's quiet, she's an older dog, she's got some training under her belt. She would be perfect for an older person.
Maybe an apartment?
Absolutely. She's not going to need a lot of exercise. She won't need a lot of space. She'd be great in an apartment.
Lots and lots of dogs to see, and it's mostly bigger dogs that are now at shelters in general around the country.
Yes.
Let's see some of those bigger dogs.
Okay.
People think Golden Retriever, they think Labrador Retriever, and they think wonderful dogs, and they are
Yes.
wonderful dogs, but Goldens and Labs and Golden or Lab mixes, more high energy than some people would think.
Yes, yes. And they can be very mouthy because they were bred to use their mouth. So that's the problem we're having with this guy. He's very mouthy, he's very energetic. He's obviously not getting the exercise he needs here, and we don't think he's going to be a good choice for children.
So this shelter isn't too different than most shelters in
No.
that there are kennels and runs, and then on the other side you hear barking and whining just like that.
Right.
Does
yeah.
that mean it's a dog you shouldn't adopt out?
No, it means that it's a dog who's stressed in this environment. This is not a home, there's no lap, there's no TV, there's no regular routine, there's no regular exercise. Once they get that, the behavior does change.
And who could blame the dogs in a sense?
Right.
So is it a good idea then to take out the dogs? And a lot of shelters have spaces for this, where you could sit down with the dog and it's a wider space and there are no bars. And
Yes, we ask people to take the dogs out of the cage and to visit with them for about a half an hour before they make a decision.
So your job is, someone adopts out the dog to provide support through Anti-Cruelty Society and many shelters now have behavior hotlines where you can call, and if there is a behavior problem, you're there to answer a question.
Yes.
To me, that's exceedingly important.
It is. It's a free service, and we knew it had to be free because we need to be able to support people who adopt not only from Anti-Cruelty, but from all shelters. It doesn't matter if you adopt from Anti-Cruelty or another shelter somewhere else, you're taking home a homeless animal. We want to support that.
You know, and people have this notion that you're getting a dog that has issues, has problems. Well, for this older dog, the owner could have died, you know? I mean, there are a lot of reasons why dogs are given up, and because someone else may have had an issue, maybe the wrong home for that dog, it doesn't mean that you're not the right home.
Absolutely. That's I think, a perfect way to put it, that the previous home didn't work, the next one we make sure it will.
And in case it isn't quite working right, shelters now all over the country, including this one, provide support to help that happen.
Yes, yes.
And mostly it does happen.
Mostly it does happen. Most people who come in here understand that we're committed to making sure this animal goes to a home for the rest of its life. And I think people understand the gravity of that, and that's the reason why they come to shelters.
You know, you can adopt out a little puppy. If you don't, maybe someone else will. You can adopt out a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old dog. That's a wonderful thing. However, a 9-year-old dog like this, or a special needs dog, takes a special person to do that.
It does take a special person, and there are a lot of people who say, you know what, I'm retired, I want a dog who has the same sort of lifestyle, mobility, and expectations that I do. We want to go for short walks and then sit maybe on the porch and, you know, watch the birds go by. So a lot of times people are looking for exactly a dog like her.
It's all about adoption. It is the right option in my world. IAMsHomeForTheHolidays.com. IAMsHome, the number 4, theholidays.com. I'm Steve Dale.